Planned Parenthood Center is a family planning center. The deputy manager already awaits us. On the parking lot next to the building, one of the persecutors from Scientology provocates an accident, apparently an attempt to prevent the planned interview, without success.
I just felt that it was strange that they would all make the same decision.
I just felt that it was strange that they would all make the same decision. Independent of their individual circumstances, they had all made the decision to have an abortion, no matter how old they were or how many children they already had. We found that almost unbelievable. And when we started asking more questions in order to find out their individual motives because we were suspicious, they stopped coming to us altogether for any services.
And when they had these suspicions, then they stopped coming to us altogether for any services.
Outside, the police have arrived. They record the incident. In the meantime, we tell Janet about Scientology's Order Number 3905. It says, in case married Sea Org members get pregnant, they will be thrown out of the Sea Org. Isn't that as if they would have to leave their family? A very heavy pressure.
I was completely unaware of that, and I asked them.
I was completely unaware of that, and I asked them, can you have a child and still remain in Scientology? They always answered yes. I find it alarming that there's a regulation that says that a woman who wants to have a child must be removed from the group. I find that appalling.
And not be a member of a group, I find that appalling.
After the interview, on our way to the motel, by now we have 4 Scientology cars trailing us. Among them, this green van that, as we hear later, may be equipped with electronic surveillance equipment.
As we speak right now, there are 4 vans and cars outside the motel.
As we speak, there are 4 vans and cars right outside this motel. They'll keep an eye on us all night, in case we get the idea to run away. They'll be ready around the clock. Of course, their people don't just sit in their cars. They're all in direct contact over their mobile phones with the Central Secret Service in Los Angeles. The lawyers, the OSA people, all the people that have been assigned to keep an eye on you are working right now as we speak.
Right now as we speak.
The next morning in Hollywood. During the night, we have hired bodyguards who will look after Gary's security while we are talking to officials from the church. Because today we will have an interview with Mike Rinder, the chief of the security service, OSA, and the lawyer, Elliot Abelson. Gary doesn't want anything to do with them anymore. One of the hired private detectives that we would like to take with us as an additional witness is denied access by Rinder and Abelson.
Are invited and this lovely lady's invited.
The interview takes place in the Celebrity Center, where Scientology's Hollywood stars hang out.
Scientology isn't dangerous.
There are 8 million people around the world who are Scientologists, and they define Scientology to be perfectly right. You go around and find 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, handful of people that say, oh, there's something wrong with it.
Oh, there's something wrong with it. We hear and read about...
We hear and read about the fact that there are gulags. This is an outrageous claim. It's particularly outrageous when it comes from anybody in Germany. If there's one place which should be sensitive to human rights and respect the rights of minority religions, it's Germany.
It's Germany. You are an agent of the German government.
You are an agent of the German government. You don't care for the true story. You only want to confirm prejudice.
Well, after a fair amount of abuse, we changed the subject of the conversation to Scientologist Lisa McPherson. As you recall, she died in Clearwater, Florida, under very strange circumstances. Questions about Lisa are apparently not very welcome. Did Scientology give her all the medical help that she needed?
Well, I think they tried.
Well, I think they tried. The answer to that is yes. Of course they did.
They had no reason. You have to understand. They had no reason.
You have to understand. They had no reason not to help her. They loved her. She was one of the church members. She asked for help. She got help. Listen, if your accusation is that someone did something to kill her and you put that on the TV, then I will prosecute you till the end of time because it's a total, utter lie.
But then Rinder and Abelson betray themselves unintentionally. They admit that Lisa was already dead when she arrived in the hospital. When Rinder discloses, she died in a hotel room.
Died in a hotel room.
So Lisa McPherson died while in the care of the Scientologists after all. The Golf Course of Gold. That is the largest Scientology base, the true center of power. Mike Rinder accompanied us here. Especially here, he wanted to keep control of our shooting. Next to the golf course, according to Gold's former security chief Andre Tabayan, is an apartment of Hollywood star Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise profited from the slave labor of Scientology prisoners.
That's another one of Andre's lies.
So that's not right.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
But he comes here occasionally.
No. Absolutely not. No. You were supposed to take some shots, not do another interview.
We already did this long interview.